speaking of delicious, it's time for some Pho-liciousness. This is the Pho-licious set of 4 microwavable bowls of pho soup, pho noodle soup, Vietnamese noodle soup, a 4-generation family recipe, a huge QVC customer favorite, and we have it in your choice of flavors. So you're going to choose either the beef or the chicken, or you can get a combo of the 2. And basically all you're going to do in a few simple steps is create, by just adding water, this delicious, authentic, super authentic and wonderful pho noodle soup that is a Vietnamese cuisine staple. So we're going to bring in Joseph, and Anna's not with you, right, Joseph? Joseph Trousdale? Hi, honey.
That is.
So nice to have you on the show.
How are you doing?
Hi. Nice to have you joining us this evening. So,
thank you.
This is based upon your wife's grandma's recipe. Is that what it is?
It's my mother-in-law, her mother's, but it's been passed down generations within their family.
Okay.
And they came here in the 80s as refugees. And luckily, I met my wife, not only for the great pho, but for how awesome she is. And during the pandemic, all of our restaurants shut down. We couldn't go out to eat. And my wife was an ER nurse. I was a hotel general manager, so we didn't have time to spend the 10 hours to make it from scratch. So we all got together, my mother-in-law, my wife, me, and we used their recipe and came up with this way to make it in minutes. And it was so unbelievably good, just like going to the restaurant.
Wow.
I'm like, we have to share this with the world. The aromatic spices alone, and just gives you that feel-good smell when you smell that soup.
I know, it smells delicious.
Spices, it's awesome.
So,
and you.
I just want to show everybody, this is the finished product out here. I mean, it's absolutely delicious. And you're getting 4. This is the combo right here of 2 and 2, beef and chicken. But up here is what's in each packet. So let's walk everybody through this, Joseph. So you're actually it's going to come in this container, and you're going to prepare it in this container. So you're getting the, are these rice noodles?
They are. They're a special blend of rice noodles for the restaurant quality.
Okay. And then you're also getting this little sachet, and this goes in, well, you can walk us through the steps, because basically these 2 go in first, right?
Exactly. It's an A, B, C, D process.
Okay.
You put the noodles in, you put the sachet in, you put the Mama 2 spices in, that's my mother-in-law's secret recipe, the cube, and add 20 ounces of water. Microwave it for 5 minutes, and then just add your own, customize it how you want to have that true restaurant experience, that feel-good experience, especially when it's so cold outside right now.
Okay, so let's see. I've got the noodle portion done over here. So after, and I'm going to have you walk me through this. I'm going to make a bowl of this. So I now, you get little chopsticks as well, everybody. So do I now take the sachet out, or do I leave that in?
You know, that's up to you. If you want a more bold pho flavor, leave it in longer. If that's what you want right there, take it out. That's what's so great about this. You can customize it to your taste buds.
Okay. So then when this is all, the noodles are done, I've done that first step, then what do I put in next? The sauces or the herbs?
So if you're not familiar with the sriracha sauce, how much to put in to make it spicy, or the hoisin sauce, how much to give it that little bit of sweetness, tanginess, put it on. You can either put a little bit in, or you can put it on the side and dip the noodles in as you're eating it. So start with a little, get your taste in what you want, and then you know for your next bowls how much to put in. And
then the same thing with the herb packet?
Yep, as much or as little as you want. Those are dried green onions and cilantro, fresh dried. So that way you can have it on the go. If you don't have access, if you're at work, in your RV, in your camper, in your dorm room, your kids' dorm rooms, if they don't have the fresh meats and vegetables, you're good to go, just like this. And so after I add these other steps, is it ready to eat now, or does it need to sit for a little bit? Wow. It's ready to eat. Go ahead and try that broth.
I'm going to try it.
I know you want to.
I know.
How good it smells.
I'm dying to try it. Okay, so you don't have to use chopsticks, but I like to.
I need to have some too. I can't stand you. I can't stand watching you eat it without me trying.
Oh my gosh. That is delicious. Are you kidding me? Oh, man.
In the microwave in 5 minutes. That's the reaction I love seeing and that we get all the time.
That is so good. Yum. Sorry, I'm making a big mess. This is so good.
That's the fun of the chopstick.
Oh, my gosh. The flavor is absolutely perfect. And again, you can customize it with the sauces and the herbs. Now, Joseph, tell us some other ideas of what you would put in these soups. We have some ideas out here on the table.
Yeah, so I love putting in some fresh white onions, fresh cilantro, fresh green onions. If you like it spicy, chop up a little bit of fresh jalapenos and put in. Use the Insta Vortex and get that rotisserie chicken and put that in the chicken one. That
good
would
idea.
be amazing to have that rotisserie chicken put in there. Fresh thin beef, just like you have there. It's just carrots, whatever your heart desires, add in there to your taste how you want it.
So let's describe the taste of each one. So we have the beef and the chicken. Is one more intense than the other? Just your personal preference? You can try both with the combo, of course.
Yeah, so I'm a beef guy. I like my beef. But like when you have the leftover chicken, leftover fried chicken, the chicken is really good. But the secret is in our sachet where you have all of those whole spices. You have the whole coriander, cloves, cinnamon, star anise, all of that inside that sachet that infuses into the soup. And our proprietary broth cube, our bouillon cube that we make, is just like boiling the chicken bones
or
the beef bones for hours.
Okay, so this infuses, and you can see from just pouring water in this, the intensity of the broth color, that's also going to equal the flavor. And just like kind of like when you do a tea bag, you can leave it in seeping as long as you want. And then I'm going to try the chicken next. Which is last call. Good thing I'm able to try it here because I'm not going to be able to get any at home. And then sriracha, of course, is the chili sauce. That's going to add a little spicy. The hoisin sauce is going to add what? That little kind of it's like a duck sauce, kind of?
It's like a fermented beans, a little bit of sweet, a little bit of tangy, a little bit of salty. If you have a gluten allergy, don't use the hoisin sauce. Everything else is good to use, but the hoisin sauce is not gluten-free.
Okay, wait a minute. Oh my gosh. That is so
I love
good.
those reactions. That's what warms our heart.
Okay.
And my wife and her mother-in-law is why that
They're
right
both so
there
good.
is why they wanted to create this, to share their culture with everybody.
If I had to pick one, I could not. They're both exactly the same delicious beef or chicken. If you want the chicken only, Brian, 250 left. This is so delicious. You don't have to go to a restaurant, a noodle shop, any of those places. You can do it at home. 4-generation recipe, very authentic Vietnamese noodle soup. Oh my gosh, this is delicious. It's Pho-liciousness. Joseph, thank you so much. Tell An we said hello, and thank you so much for sharing her family's recipe with us.
No, thank you guys, and thank you for having me on. It's always a pleasure.
Take care.
Bye.
Happy New Year, my friend. Okay, Jeremy, have you tried that soup? Oh my gosh.
Oh, not yet.
It's so good. Okay.
It looks good.
So